Messer. This is the second part of my Biology 1 final. I will be discussing climate change and the personal and community actions I've taken in the month of May. Climate change is an issue because it is harming us humans and wildlife, changing the global temperature, and it could lead to more drastic events in the future. Climate change and global warming can be caused by CO2 emissions from cars and other forms of transportation, not recycling, and burning trash. In this video, I will be showing which actions I took to reduce CO2 emissions, spread awareness about climate change and global warming, and recycle and clean up our neighborhood. My first interviewee was Dr. Jacob Messer. How are you?
I'm great, son. How are you?
I'm great. What is your opinion on climate change, if you have one?
Honestly, I don't have a valid opinion of climate change. I've not done enough research to form a credible thought or opinion on that subject. As I've told you many times before, science was my weakness in school. I just didn't take a big interest in it. So I would really hate to get on camera and spout opinions that I'm not well informed about.
My second interviewee is Ms. Nicole Euler. She is our Spanish teacher at Scott High School. What is your opinion on climate change?
It's definitely changing, and I think it's due to a lot of pollution in our society that we all have created. All of us are responsible. All of us are guilty of it.
Do you take any steps to recycle or reduce CO2 emissions in your daily life?
I do. I recycle all my plastic. I bag it up in bags and take it out every week. Sometimes I pick it up. Sometimes I have to take it to the recycling center. But I do, definitely. It's so easy to just put your plastic bottles in a different container. That's the easiest thing that you can do. That's what I do. You can also drive electric cars. They're expensive right now, but I foresee the price going down. Electric is the wave of the future.
My third interviewee is Preston Cooper. He is a student here at Scott High School. Say hi, Preston.
Hello.
What is your opinion on climate change?
I think it's a very bad thing. I think we should strive to make it better.
Do you take any steps to recycle or reduce climate change?
I try to. I fall short sometimes, but I recycle, and that's about it.
Thank you, Preston. You're a great interviewee.
Thank you for having me.
My fourth interviewee is Dane Messer. How are you doing?
Good.
What is your opinion on climate change?
It's not real.
Why do you say so?
Ain't no proof.
Do you take any actions to recycle or reduce CO2 emissions?
No.
Thank you for your time. My fifth interviewee is Gabe Markham. How are you doing today, Gabe?
I am excellent, Caleb. I'm excellent.
What are your opinions on climate change and global warming?
My opinions on it, we see climate change every day when we go to fall to spring to summer. That happens. And like anything else, man's going to have an influence on it. We have an influence on the rainforest, we have the influence on the forest, and through our natural gaseous forms and stuff, we have had an influence on climate change.
Absolutely.
And I feel that we are on a fair enough track for that correction in a lot of ways, more ways, some ways that we shouldn't, some ways that we shouldn't be, because we are moving towards electric cars, we are moving towards less need for producing those pollutants and whatnot, and that just takes time. So over time, we're going to get better about what we need and how we impact the planet and reduce our negative impact. But are we going to completely go to net zero? No. I don't believe we're ever going to go completely to net zero.
Do you take any measures to recycle or reduce CO2 emissions yourself?
Well, every time I see trash on the ground, I pick it up. Anytime that, as far as just CO2 goes itself, I don't really spend that much gas, I think. I don't really do a lot of motorsports and whatnot. I mean, my Volvo ain't exactly energy efficient, but it's not a gas guzzler either.
Yeah.
I mean, my pops owns a hybrid car. I guess you could put it that way. We've wanted to own a Tesla for a while,
Yeah.
and we've looked into investments for solar power. It's definitely the way to go.
Well, thank you so much for your time. You did awesome.
Yeah, sure. Law as libertarian can argue that any gas emissions we do is authoritarian because that way we're oppressing our fellow man by influencing the environment in unnecessary manners.
Thank you so
right?
much, Gabe. Yep, absolutely. In our research, we have found one person who is neutral on climate change, one person who doesn't believe in climate change, and 3 people who do and take steps to recycle. After asking 25 community members the same question, the results are that 15 people believe and 10 people don't. This is a 60 to 40% ratio. In the past week, I have went to various locations in our community and pasted posters and pictures that spread awareness of climate change and global warming. My personal actions for the month of May included carpooling, recycling, picking up trash, and using a reusable water bottle. Reusing a water bottle is significant to changing the environment because it reduces the amount of plastic you throw away. Carpooling is the act of catching a ride with a friend or family member to reduce the amount of transportation you use. The last thing I'd like to talk about in this project is simply how important it is to pick up trash and recycle when you can. Picking up a small piece of trash or recycling a water bottle or two can make a huge difference in the long run for our environment. My fourth interviewee is Dane Messer. How are you doing today? My third interviewee is Preston Cooper. He is a former
I really don't know. Let's stop that.
Take it away, Gabe.
Hold on. You just gotta keep on and hold on. Keep your. That's not the word.